What's up, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Thomas Dolby. And we're back with what is apparently a non-album track, She Blinded Me With Science. I know this tune by reputation and by name. I think I am familiar with it because I can hear the title line, like She Blinded Me With Science. I can hear that phrase, but I can't think of the rest of the sonics or any other lines. So I'm assuming it's a tune that not only did I hear as a youth, maybe only a limited number of times, maybe only partially on the radio in the background somewhere, but like I said, the title phrase, I can hear the articulation of it, but I can't really think of the rest of the sonics. It is fair to say it's a phrase I've heard referenced in pop culture, often comedically, over time. I think as recently as a few months ago, I remember watching a DVD commentary, and one of the directors, or one of the actors, or the director, made some joke about being only partially blinded by science. So again, I think it's a phrase and a song that lodged in pop culture, perhaps one of his more famous ones. Certainly the only one going into this deep dive that if you asked me, gave me that phrase and said who it's by, maybe I would have come up with it. Again though, by and large, I was not familiar with Thomas Dolby going into this deep dive. So like I said, I'll be curious to hear just how much it does come back in the moment. As for the phrase itself, it's an interesting one. To be blinded by something conceptually is to be sort of overwhelmed by the amount of sensory data and therefore momentarily at least disoriented and unclear. So, using science, I don't know, it feels like maybe using, scientific understandings or so on, but it could be, science is used in different ways, like, I don't imagine this has any relevance, but like boxing is called the sweet science and so on, so it could be a more like, slang or idiomatic usage. Nevertheless, let's hear it. This is Thomas Dolby, She Blinded Me With Science, apparently a non-album track, but included in a larger expanded folder for the 1982 album, The Golden Age of Wireless. Okay, yeah. It's coming, I know it. More funky than maybe I was recalling. I think it could be a Prince tune. An exclamation point. That line comes back to the poetry in motion. I don't remember that at all. I like that dark, moody riff. To who? To whom? catchy at the same time. The chorus is like, oh my goodness, honestly, his tunes are insane. There's just so much going on. And yeah, this one definitely had a funk groove to it, the chorus in particular, which is the part that really did come back on some level. Like I said, the recognition was pretty low level, but the title phrase and the poetry emotion line, once it started, where it's like, okay, like that's, again, at some point in history, I clearly heard part of this on the radio, but a lot of it was not familiar. I didn't remember the like female vocal. I didn't remember this, you know, very posh, like oldie, like 1950s like type vocal, like science. So that was very amusing as well. But yeah, I'm not sure, like he can smell the chemicals, and so it's like, oh wait, are we talking like actual science laboratory stuff, or I'm not sure what actually is in play, and you know, whether we're really talking about someone being blinded as opposed to just disoriented. Nevertheless, I do get why that's a catchy tune. It's interesting though, it's like, it's a tune that, you know, it's a bit weirder and more outside, like, oh, of course that was a huge hit, whatever. So it has a bit like more eccentricity to it, but it absolutely, I get why that would catch in the mind, and why it did have a nice like funk groove to it. So cool tune. Not quite sure how many more are included in this bonus, or bonus tracks are included in this expanded folder, but we'll go through whatever is left, and then once we do that, we'll be on to the next album, which in the moment I'm forgetting. But I remember saying at the end of the last reaction, they're like, well, I guess that's it now. And again, there was someone who said, wait, no, I think there is more. So big shout out to Han Solo for sharing Dolby as well. Do let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.